poistovetiš sa njim i da budeš...
U mahu nisam imao taj nadimak jer jednostavno prekretnica, ja kažem opet za te mlađe kategorije između 18, 19, 20 godine, da li ćeš prestati da igraš rukomet ili ćeš ići dalje, ali ja kažem u tom periodu je bilo ključno za mene taj prelazak iz Lazarevca, rukometnog kluba Lazarevac, posle svega godinu dana, posle toga sam imao sreću da upoznam još jednog čovjeka važnog, vrlo važnog za moju karijeru, to je pokojni Nikola Vremlić Gužva i on je prepoznao to da Stanke isto tu i on zna, igrali smo zajedno. Te stvari bile važne za mene u tom trenutku, ali poslije ćemo se nadovežati.
Nadovezat ćemo se, tako je. Za Danijela Šarića, ajde da kažemo prvi odlazak iz zemlje, dolazak u Srbiju. Kako je došlo do odluke da budeš baš deo Crvene zvezde, a kasnije onog moćnog Sintelona?
Nisam došao, nego su me ukrali. Tako da, pa naravno, iz Dobaja u malu sredinu ideš za Banja Luku, tamo si bio 3,5 godine, opet krivac za moj taj prelazak je Zlatan Nautović, koji je tada bio u Crvenoj zvijezdi trener golmana i njegovom, hajde tako kažem, krivicom, ja sam završio u Crvenoj zvijezdi. Prelazak u Crvenu zvijezdu za mene je bilo kao, wow, ako ovo istina, ja sam uspio u svom životu, jel? Kao sportista, naravno. Tako da, to je to.
Posle toga, ajde da se nadovežemo odmah, bio si tu, ako se ne varam, 3 godine, tako pa onda...
3,5 godine, 3 godine, da.
Posle toga odlaziš u Sintelon i čini se da je negde, ako gledamo sada istorijski, otprilike to bio onaj poslednji trzaj nekog jugoslovenskog rukometa na tom jednom vrhunskom kvalitetu sa tim nivom popularnosti.
Tako je, već i prelaskom u Crvenu zvijezdu sa tih 18 godina, je li tako? Imao si tu i Partizan, imao si Zvijezdu, imao si Niš, Šabac, pa si dole imao Cetinje, pa si imao Bar, pa si imao Mornar, znači to je bilo 7-8 ekipa gdje si išao na Berane, imao si te, a gdje Kać, tako da sve te Crvenka, naravno, tako da sve ti, evo, rukometni gradovi, imao si ligu koja, slažem se s tobom, da su bili posljednji trzaj stvarno jedne velike rukometne lige u tom periodu.
Evo, možemo nabrojati smo mnoge te manje gradove u bivšoj zemlji, a ima ih naravno i danas, samo što su onako nekako raslojeni. Dugo si boravio u Nemačkoj. Koliko su bitne te manje sredine za razvoj našeg sporta? Nije rukomet samo u glavnim gradovima, nije rukomet samo Barcelona, nije rukomet samo Paris Saint-Germain. Vidimo i svi da se nekako najbolji rukomet, najbolji te baze rukometne prave u manjim gradovima. Zašto je to nestalo u našoj zemlji? Šta je najveći problem iz tvog ugla?
Pa rukomet je sport malih sredina, to je uvijek bilo. Posle kasnije se pojavljivao i Beograd i ovo se svi već nabrao i Paris, dobro, Barcelona je sportsko društvo, to je nešto drugačije. Berlin nikad nije imao, kako se zove u tom trenutku, nešto sad. Rukomet, Handball koji isto tek kasnije postao rukometni grad. Znači, to je sve nešto drugačije koje dolazi i zbog marketinga i zbog svega ostalog što pripada i sadašnjem sportu. Što se tiče do tvoje pitanje, zašto je to nestalo, mislim da, nadam se da će se složimo svi, da je taj period, ovo što smo pričali o Jugoslaviji, i da je jedan jako dobar razvijan sistem. I juče smo komentarisali ovdje, taj sistem je došao i nakon, posle 10 godina je to i dalje trajalo. Ali posle toga mi nismo nastavili, nismo krenuli svojim putem. Vratce pod Jugoslavije, neke zemlje su iskoristili, stvarali svoj put, mi kao Srbijani nismo to stvarali. Mi smo gledali da improvizujemo, nismo težili ka tom sistemu i to dođe na naplatu. Evo, već sad dolazi na napadu. Tako da, nažalost je to tako, priča se mnogo o tim temama, ali mora da se okrene.
Jeste, i konkretno, evo, u tvom slučaju, neko se seća, neko ne, ali ja sam, bio dosta mlad kada si ti igrao za ekipu Fidelinke. Jedan skroman klub koji je na neki način, sada kada pogledamo, bio jedna ozbiljna odskočna daska za sve ono što će se kasnije desiti za tvoj odlazak u Gorenje, ajde da kažemo, prvi inostrani angažman.
Ovo što je Šara pričao o svom putu, to je imao neki put, da kažeš, od Dobaja do Banja Luke, to je opet Banja Luka, rukometni grad, onda odlazak u Zvezdu, Sintelon, to je već jedna karijera i reprezentativno sve. Ja mogu da govorim na svom primjeru da sam neko ko nije prošao ni jednu selekciju mlađih kategorija, došao do A selekcije, gde je gospodin Vujović me pozvao da mu se ovom prilikom zahvalim na tome, ali stvarno sam imao neki drugačiji put, nešto verovatno pripada i mom karakteru, gde sam uporan, gde sam želeo taj uspeh i hvala Bogu što si ostvario.
Vas dvojica ste kao žive legende ovog našeg sporta svedoci različitih karijera u smislu. Jedan je izabrao Nemačku kao svoj zenit karijeren, jedan je izabrao Španiju. Posle tog Sintelona ti odlaziš u Španiju, ako se ne varam, Ciudad Real ugovor, ali onda pozajmice tamo sa kakvom Cantabrijom, Alcobendasom. Konkretno, zašto odluka da se ode u Španiju? Doduše, Asobal je tada bio poprilično jak, tu rame uz rame sa Bundesligom.
U tom periodu, budem iskren, jedino sam imao te poruke.
Dobro, pa evo, lepo je sve to čuti, da.
Sara je stalno bežao.
Imao te poruke.
Jer svedoci smo da vrhunski igrači nekad biraju baš zemlju ili...
U tom periodu bio je Altea, rukometni isto ekipa iz Španije i bio je Ciudad Real. Ciudad Real tada bio projekat koji se pravio, međutim, ja sam se tu malo i zaletio u odabiru jer tad je bilo jako lijepo, interesantno da nekog igrača Ciudad Real zove, a oni su kupili redom sve, pa su i pozvanivali nas poslije toga u sve ostale klubove. I ja sam tada završio i u Teki Santander, zato sam tamo završio i poslije toga Alcobendas i naravno, tad je već to bilo, onda sam mnogo bolje upoznao njihovu ligu, način života mi se svidio i naravno rukometna liga je jako bila jaka u tom periodu u Španiji. Tako da si imao 10 do 12 klubova, kao u bivšoj Jugoslaviji, kad se opet vraća na ono prethodno pitanje, gdje su stvarno bile prave utakmice i, kažem, sviđa mi se način života, razmišljanje u rukometu i zato je to bila Španija na kraju.
Što se tebe, Mošo, tiče, ti si posle Fidelinke otišao u Gorenje, te 2 godine tamo, jedno ozbiljno, da kažemo, možemo reći, evropsko iskustvo, i koje ti je otvorilo put kasnije za Bundesligu Gummersbach, ali ti ćeš mi nešto više o tome. Kako su tebi značile te 2 godine i prvi praktično odlazak od kuće u inostranstvo?
Pa sad kad sve sumiram utisak i gledam svoju karijeru nazad, mislim da je to taj put odličan. Da bi svakom mladom igraču preporučio, zato što sam iz Fidelinke opet vratit ću se, imao fenomenalne 2 sezone i rad sa Nikolom Veremovićem Gužom. Posle toga sam otišao u Gorenje, isto jedna stepenica više, Slovenačka liga, isto dobar rad. Igrali smo i Ligu šampiona i sadašnju Ligu Evrope, tad se zvao EHF Kup, tako nešto sam već i zaboravio. Znači, to su sve te stepenice gde jedan mlad igrač mora da prođe. Kao u jednoj firmi kad radite pa krenete od portira do direktora. Tako i taj put bio kod mene što se tiče klubova i promjena i što se tiče liga. Kad sam otišao posle Gorenja, ja sam otišao u Gummersbach. Gummersbach je isto jedan veliki klub, tradicionalan klub, ali u tom trenutku je bio Flensburg, bio Kiel i meni je želja uvek bila još jedna stepenice više, tako da sam se na kraju što se tiče te bundesligaške karijere završio u jednom od najvećih klubova na svijetu.
I taj dolazak u Bundesligu, evo Daniel je spomenuo Crvenu zvezdu, da mu je u tom trenutku kada je bio tinejdžer praktično to bio, ajde da kažem, pik karijere, a šta da kažemo posle toga kada si dobio poziv jedne moćne Barcelone i sa njom, možemo reći, slobodno pisao istoriju.
Mi smo sve zajedno, ja mislim da smo mi zajedno negde slično, ja u Kiel, ti u Barcelonu.
U istih godinama, jel? Tako je. 2009.
Ma vas dvojica ste se ukrstili u finalu Lige šampiona na prvom.
Neki dan smo o tome pričali,
Eto vidiš što se
u Švajcarskoj, tako je bilo evropsko prvenstvo, da sam dobio poziv.
Da, on je pomogao da kupim
Da, i bio je najmlađi, a osjetio da sam eto ja nešto kao najstariji da imam i pitao me da li mogu ići s njim da nađe prste za svoju.
Eto, jedna lepa anegdota.
Ali da se vratimo na pitanje.
Da, dolazi poziv, ajde krenut ćemo znaju, dolazi poziv od Barcelone i onda vidiš da je ona zvezda ostala arkivirana negde.
Tako je.
Možda san mnogih dečaka nedosanjani, ali kod tebe se dogodio.
U svom snu nikako nisam mogao da sanjam kad sam i kretao iz borca, čak kad sam bio u Zvijezdi, pa kad sam bio u Sintelonu. Da ne pričam da sam morao ispočetka sve krenuti u Španiji, opet od nule i na kraju poslije 5-6 godina dobijaš poziv u Barcelone. Čak i tad, kad sam došao da budem u Tek Santander, nisam imao pojma da ću završiti u Barceloni. Ili da mi je to kao, wow.
Ajde nam reci kako to izgleda jedan poziv koji stiže iz Barcelone, kako to izgleda?
Ovako je bilo. Sad ima tu jedna druga priča. Ja sam došao u Ademar Leon, jer se pozicija Kasper Hvic, svi znamo Kasper Hvic, Dan. On je bio u Ademar Leonu. Otvara se pozicija u Ademar Leonu za golmana. Ja idem na njegovo mjesto. On je odlazi u Porto Santander. Iz Porto Santander on odlazi u Barcelonu, a ja iz Leona opet tamo. I sve se to tako izrešavalo. Na kraju kad sam bio u Pamploni, a on je imao ugovor sa Barcelonom, a on je odlučio da zbog porodičnih razloga vrati se u Dansku. Imao je ugovor. I to je bilo ljeto već, ovdje sam bio na odmoru. Znam da sam igrao ovdje iza zgrade, igrali smo svi ovdje iza zgrade, igrali smo basket, sam ovdje da igram sa svojim društvom, zazvali se, i pozvali su me iz Barcelone, jel? Tadašnji Masip i Čavi Pasquali i pitali da li ima interesa, ali ostao su bez golmana, Kaspera Hvita. Pa eto, kao ne bi imao taj novac koji imaš u Pamploni, ja sam rekao, nisam pitao, jer to sve okej, jer stvarno ja mogu da dođem, jer u Pamploni već imamo drugi mi problem, i financijski, i igrački, i tako dalje, a plus kad se Barcelona zove, ideš džaba, jel tako? Nisam ni pitao koja je novac u pitanju. I tada se desilo da sam, ovdje sam baš bio u Doboju, kad sam završio ugovor, ajde tako kažem, preko telefona, i prestao sam igrati taj basket sa svojim društvom, jer rekao, ne može se povrijedi, ode mi ugovor. Tako da, evo, stvarno, to kad dobiješ onih poziv, to je ono bolje. I odeš za manje para, ne bi se, kažem, u tom momentu pare, nego, to je onda, vidiš da tvoja karijera dolazi do nekog vrhunca, gdje ti možeš sebe ostvariti kao, prije svega, kao sportista i kao čovjek.
Sa druge strane, Mošo, ti dolaziš u Gummersbach i tamo zatičeš Alfreda Gislesona i na neki način svoj rukometni put podižeš na potpuno jedan drugačiji nivo i postaješ praktično sam vrh svetskog i evropskog rukometa. Kako izgleda ta saradnja sa njim koja će kasnije tebe poslati u kilo?
Možda ću da se nadovežem i malo i sa Šarom, ali opet ovo što kaže, novac nije bitan i to je jedna poruka za mlade igrače, da je jako bitan taj razvoj, jako bitan taj moment gdje dođeš, kakav ćeš status da imaš, da li ćeš imati minutažu, da li ćeš imati adekvatnog trenera, da kažem.
A moramo reći za ovo današnje moderno vreme adekvatnog menadžera koji razmišlja o tim stvarima.
Isto tako, sve to povezano.
Tako je.
Eto, bravo, vidiš, lepo pričaš. Isto tako, sve je povezano. U tom trenutku u Gummersbachu, ja mislim da je to bilo tako napravljeno. Daniel Narcis je bio u to vreme, Gudil Valo, Sigurdsson, ekipa jako dobra. Međutim, mi smo imali 8 igrača. Bennett Wigert je bio za sve. On je bio igrač i od levog krila do desnog krila. I kad se sve situacije šta je bilo po potrebi u tom trenutku. Hoću da kažem jednostavno, dolazak moj u Bundesligu je mnogo, prvih 3 mjeseca ta moja adaptacija. Druga stvar, kad sam upoznao te mašine koje su u Bundesligi, sve dan danas kako igraju, ali kad sam video Pascal Hensa u tom trenutku koji preskače igrače ili kad skoči koji je odraz imao, njegova kolena su bila mi ovdje. Tako da sam rekao ja moram ovdje, ili ako želim da uspijem ja moram ovdje nevjerojatno puno da radim.
I da li je, evo sad si mi dao šlagvort za odmah sljedeće pitanje, znam koliko si trenirao između sezona, znam koliko je Bundesliga zahtevna, kakve su pripreme kila, da se povraća na treninzima bukvalno kada počne sezona, ali ti si pored svih tih stvari leto odvajao za kratak odmor i rad na sebi.
Pa ja mogu slobodno da kažem za sebe da sam neko ko je, opet pomenuo sam i taj moj karakter koji je sigurno zaslužan da se dođe do nekih visina, da kažem, u sportu. Radio sam mnogo, imao sam cilj i ja volim da zacrtam sebi cilj, kao i u trenerskom poslu zacrtam sebi cilj i idem ka tom cilju. To je ono što meni još više motiviše, ta motivacija je jako bitna. Ali je još bitna ta disciplina. Ja sam, kao što si sam pomenuo, dođem u svoj rodni grad Aranđelovac, normalno, volim život, volim društvo, sve to nešto, ali se znalo, moji svi su i dan danas u Aranđelovcu kada pričaju o meni, oni kažu da on bude uveče u gradu, ali ujutru je na trčanju u parku, taj poznati park Bukovičke banje, gde sam ja celo leto provodio, plaćao kondicione trenere da se spremim, jer znam šta me čeka. Pričamo o prvom Gislasonu, pomenuli smo ga u Gumersbahu, posle toga u Kielu. To su bile neverovatne pripreme, znao sam da je to napor koji daje mi neku snagu da izdržim kako se zove, Bundesligu, a s druge strane, ako želiš da se takmičiš sa velikim, moraš da težiš, da tome moraš da radiš više od njih. To je ona Jordanova rečenica, ali mislim da je ispravna i moraš da budeš taj koji će da u svakom trenutku, uvek sam imao u sebi, aha, čekaj, da li sam dovoljno. Bio sam pošten prema sebi da kažem da li sam dovoljno ja ovo odradio. Ako sam radio neke vežbe, to je nešto što možemo u ovom trenutku i da prenesemo na mlade. Ako sam radio vežbe neke, razmišljao sam, čekaj, neću sebe da prevarim. Hteo sam da budem pošten prema sebi, ako je to moj maksimum danas, tako sam i razmišljao. I dan danas tako.
A kako si ti, Daniele, razmišljao kada si definitivno postao član najtrofejnijeg rukometnog kolektiva?
Mnoge stvari se promijenile.
Kako si ti postavio svoje stvari u životu i kako uopšte izgleda biti član Barcelone? Evo, mnogi ljudi to ne znaju. Kada obučeš onaj dres čuveni, kada počne trening, kakvi se ciljevi zacrtaju te sezone? Jasno je da treba sve osvojiti, ali kako to izgleda baš iz igračkog ugla?
Ne kaže da prije u svojoj karijeri nisam bio ozbiljan, ajde da kažem, ali tu dolazi do stvarno detalja koji moraš da paziš kad igraš za takav klub ili tako, od samog ponašanja, jer je sve svi pod fokusom tamo, tako, pod lupom. Ali u principu, tamo sam shvatio da je to jednostavna, zvala se ona Barcelona ili da se zove kako god, kao ja lično, sam shvatio da je to jedna velika, ogromna odskočna daska da nešto potpišem i potvrdim za moju rukometnu karijeru. Evo da se mnogo stvari mijenja. Onda malo više sad, kao što je rekao Moša, ulažeš u sebe, pa i trenirati, pa i način života, pa i isto tako kao što možemo izaći, može sve, ali znala se mjera, jer sutra moraš pripremiti, jer Barca neće trpiti. Kako je da se obuče dres Barcelone, nisam imao taj problem prvu godinu, imao sam ga na kraju sezone, kad nismo osvojili Ligu šampiona. Tad sam shvatio da ja sebe moram promijeniti, ne da mi šutaju teniske loptice, ne da mi šutaju bilo kakve druge šuteve, nego moraš imati mentalno jak karakter da bi opstao u Barceloni i da bi osvojio u Barceloni što se na kraju osvajao. Jer ima puno x primjera koji su došli u Barcelonu i samo su preko noći, jer ih nisu mogli da sebe mentalno nadograde, da taj, kako svi kažu, pritisak. Ja ga stvarno nisam u toj meri osjetio. Samo sam osjetio kad ne osvojiš Ligu šampiona šta znači. To
kao da je cela sezona propala za sve koji rade u Barceloni.
Tako da imao sam posle toga 5 dana da razmislim ili ću da još budem tu, da se još više posvetim nečemu, da sebe promijenim u glavi, najbitnija glava tada, i uspio sam u tom i to je taj, ajde da kažem, pritisak koji sam morao preći. A ne da obučem dres, oblačim dres svaki dan, tako, jeste, Barcelona, grb, sve okej, ali meni je bio drugi način pritiska.
Mi imamo zaista ovde svi prisutni privilegiju da sedimo pored dvojice ljudi iz ovog sporta koji su nosili dres Kiela i Barcelone. Za mnoge ljude našeg sporta večita dilema ko je bolji, Kiel sa tradicijom ili Barca sa titulama. Kako to izgleda moment kad se pređe u Kiel? Šta si u tom trenutku osjetio? Svakako i Gumersbach je trofejni klub, ali Kiel po onome što je radio ajde da kažemo, poslednjih 20 godina je nešto za poštovanje. Uz publiku i kompletnu atmosferu koja ide oko celog kluba.
Pa u prvom trenutku nisi toliko nesvjestan. Normalno znaš gde ideš, šta, kako, to je veliki klub, tu nema nikakve dileme što se tiče toga. Međutim, kad sam došao tamo, onda sam tek shvatio ljudi u klubu, ponašanje, sve šta je uspešno stvaraju ljudi. A ti ljudi u klubu su tada mislili o svim tim nekim detaljima. Puno puta sam o tome i razgovarao da su oni mislili i za život van rukometa, za porodicu. O svim nekim detaljima se vodili računa i to je ono što pre neki dan ili juče smo razgovarali, ti mali detalji stvaraju na kraju i taj uspešan tim. I to je ono što je po meni bilo fenomenalno. Druga stvar, sam ja u tom trenutku dolaskom u Kiel, jer ja sam bio u Gumersbachu, mi smo osvojili EHF kup, dolaskom u Kiel, Karabatić odlazi u tom trenutku, ja mislim da je Montpellier tako bilo, znači iz Kiela odlazi u Montpellier, ja dolazim na njegovo mesto i to je ono što je u tom trenutku ti vidiš te momke, ovo što Šara govori kad si u Barceloni, kad si u Kielu, tu nema, to je cilj zacrtan na početku sezone, sve 3 titula. I ti težiš ka tome, i ti ideš ka tome, radiš, razmišljaš, ali pre svega si fokusiran na te zadatke koji su ti dnevne. Ali hoću još jednu stvar da kažem, ja sam tad vidio u tom trenutku jednog Thierry Omera koji je bio gladan pobeda, koji je brojao svoje titule. Da li je to sa reprezentacijom, da li je to sa klubom, on je svaki dan razmišljao i brojao titule. On je uticao na sve nas da budemo bolji, ne samo on, i Marci Sal, to je kvalitetna ekipa, Daniel Narcis, Filip Iha, Kim Anderson, mislim, u tom trenutku, stvarno ovo Šala sad što govori, mi smo istovremeno, ja sam otišao u Kiel, on je otišao u Barcelonu, mi smo bili konkurenti, jedan protiv drugog, igrali sve non stop, svake godine je bilo tako i vidiš, evo sad se ovo sve pogodilo da možemo da pričamo o tim nekim detaljima.
Kako se sjećate, ajde, kada spominjamo vas dvojicu i taj sudar, vaš prvi, možemo reći u istorijskom Final Fouru 2010. prvog u Kelnu, ti braniš za Barcelonu, on igra za Kiel, vi prvi put doživljavate kao igrači nešto što Evropa prvi put vidi u tom formatu. Kako se sjećate toga, ti sigurno radosnije, je to tvoja prva titula sa Kielom, tvoj poraz koji je boleo, pa si sve to naplatio sledeće sezone.
I kako, ja volim tu utakmicu i taj poraz. Taj poraz mi je promijenio sve.
Da podsjetimo, 36-34 je bilo za Kiel.
Tako je, i pogodili s tim da mi, golman, da, ali smo mi isto vodili 6 razlike, tako? Ali je problem bio što mi golmani nismo ništa znali. I ta utakmica, ja je mogu slobodno nazvati kao mojom pobjedničkom utakmicom. Vjerujem. Ja znam šta je poslije došlo svega.
To su oni porazi koji od tebe naprave sutra još boljeg igrača, još boljeg trenera i neki porazi iz kojih se mnogo nauči.
Tako, kad me neko bude pitao i kad me neko pita koja je ti najomiljenija utakmica, koja je jedna od najomiljenijih utakmica, jako je bio poraz. Vjerujem. I rado se sjećam tu utakmicu.
I onda je došla sledeća.
2010. godine, to je prvi put bio Final Four, mi dolazimo tamo, pa imaš, prije toga je bilo slikanje, da ste imali u Kielu, imaš slikanje 7 dana prije toga. Mi pravimo neki team building sa Paskijem u Barceloni, osjetiš to, ide, sve gura nešto nova, neka nova dimenzija, jel? I onda odeš tamo, 20.000 ljudi, igraš. Jedino što je problem što si igrao zaredom, što si danas igrao tako se zaredom. Ja volio da to traje 3 dana od 4. Znaš iz kojeg razloga? Ne zato, naravno zbog igrača je super, nego zbog čitave rukometne atmosfere, da ljudi dožive stvarno to drugačijim i ljepšim, još jačim žarom.
Da, pa priča se mnogo o tome da možda treba razdvojiti, da ne bude baš dan za danom. Kako je tebi to izgledalo te 2010. Imao si tu sreću da budeš u Kielu, imao si sreće da eto jedna Nemačka koja je bila domaćin dobije osvajača Lige šampiona u prvom takvom formatu u istoriji.
Pa prva godina u Kielu i prva Liga šampiona. Ali mi nismo imali takav pritisak što se tiče kad si u Kielu, ti imaš konstantno...
to me zanima, da, to nismo definisali.
Imaš konstantno pritisak Bundeslige i to 20.000, mi smo igrali u Gumersbachu, u Kelna areni pre 20.000, znači to je bilo 19.500. Znači to nije bio u Bundesligi, kada ja gledam sad Magdeburg, Berlin i sve to, nije taj pritisak jer nemačke ekipe su konstantno pod tim pritiskom i nismo toliko razmišljali. Čak možda u tom trenutku je i možda sezona još uvek i trajala. Znam da je nešto bilo, osvojiš Ligu šampiona,
pa imaš još par kola Bundeslige.
Znači da je to, završiš večeras utakmicu, osvojiš Ligu šampiona, proslaviš malo, ali čekate u sredu ili u subotu još jedan, dva kola. Tako da nismo imali tu taj pritisak kao što, na primjer, u Barceloni ili kasnije u Vesprem, jer se samo o tome razmišlja i mislim da je to jedan od glavnih problema tih ekipa. Dobro, Barcelona već je puno puta osvajala, pričat ćemo poslije za Vesprem, da je fokus samo na jednu stvar i taj pritisak je jako teško izbjeći.
Da, i sada je to isto jedna večita dilema kada gledamo malo istorijski tu Ligu šampiona, sretni ja često i u komentarima utakmica, razmišljamo kako to Barcelona, Šaro koja u ovom trenutku nema tako jak asobal, dođe malte ne svake, evo, poslednjih 5 godina na Final Four Lige šampiona i bude praktično najozbiljniji kandidat da osvoji titulu. Poslednjih 5 godina bude ili...
Imaju jake pojedince u klubu. Naravno.
Šta je, recimo, recept za tako nešto, s obzirom da nema takvu jednu takmičarsku godinu?
Pa imaš skup jakih pojedinaca i karaktera u ekipi, jel tako? I naravno trenera koji to sve vodi, tako da opet ponavljam. I prije 10 godina kad smo mi bili, imali smo mi dobru, jaku ligu, ali ne sad je slaba, jel? Ali opet nam isti bio cilj. Dobro, uzmeš ligu, uzmeš kup, ali uvijek je bio cilj Liga šampiona. Što i danas to te drži i njih to radi. Možemo gledati po premijama koje se dobijaju. Njima najveće su premije za Final Four su te, jel? Zašto? Zato što svi znaju da su u fokusu i da je to glavni target.
I da je u marketinškom smislu to vrlo unosno za sponzore.
Ali najbitnija stvar, imaju prejake pojedince, prejake karaktere, rukometne karaktere u klubu, po pozicijama.
Da.
Tako da svi su željni da dobijaju Final Four, da uzimaju Final Four. Zato je taj...
Sad, kad pogledamo opet rukomet danas, stalna je ta borba na tržištu, to mogu i menadžeri da potvrde, možda bolje nego ja, glad za vrhunskim golmanima. Nekako je tržište siromašno kada pričamo o top golmanima, tvoje klase, Emila Nilsena danas, jednog Bande Milosavljeva, Wolfa i tako dalje, i to večito otimanje. Evo sad imamo odlazak Emila Nilsena, ok, dolazi Hernandez, odlazak Milosavljeva i stalno smo mogli kroz istoriju da vidimo ode Thierry Ome, pa neka briga, ode Landin, kill padne, dođe Wolf.
A prije 15 godina ode Šarć, dođe Anderson ode, mogu si da mijenjaš i da uvijek imaš konstantnu golmanski procenat na tom golu. A danas je, juče smo imali jako interesantnu priču sa Venijom Lozertom vezi golmana. I složili su se da nema više golmana koji imaju osjećaj za loptu, za igru. Nema tih više golmana. Imaš Nilsena, imao si, Gonči je tu još, Gonzalo, ali sad nemaš novi golmana, siromašno je. Da nemate osjećaj za loptu. Ja sad mogu iz golmanskog udariti, pokušam objasniti da ne osjeti igru, ne osjeti gdje ta lopta treba da završi, da se ti postavi. Nema tih više. Postavimo kao roboti, pogledamo video i mislimo da ćemo naučiti da branimo. A što je najtužnije od svega, nikad više trenera golmana nema.
Da.
Odnosno na ranije, bravo.
Ja trenera golmana, da imao sam Zvaja Arnautovića, jedini. Ajmo da pogledamo koliko je bilo trenera golmana. Sad sve jedna ekipa, reprezentacija ima trenera golmana.
Poveća se broj ljudi koji radi, a čini se da je potreba za rukometnim golmanima veća, da treba generalno kroz razvoj rukometa da se malo akcenat stavi na razvoj te pozicije u rukometu.
Pogotovo što sad, evo, u to sam poslu, pa možemo i o tome pričati. Da, naravno da vježbam šutere sa golmanima, ali ja sa njima vježbam da čitaju, da osjete igru. Jer to na kraju ti daje odbranu. Ako ti nemaš taj osjećaj, kako igrač se postavi, kako ide, kako ukršta, gdje će završiti, vjerujem mi da će se slabije šanse da odbraniš loptu.
Ajde da se dotaknemo i reprezentacija, malo smo ograničeni vremenom pa da pokušamo što više toga da zahvatimo, igrati u tako dva vrhunska kluba i nositi dres svoje zemlje, izazov, drugačija uloga u nacionalnom timu, Momire, kako je to izgledalo. Sećamo se, recimo, bilo je te večite medijske priče, malo i kritika možda Momira, Marka Vujina, koji je fantastično u nekom trenutku sezona 2, 3, 5 igrao u Kilu, dođe u reprezentaciju, nije to taj nivo. Šta je tu, recimo, razlika kada dođeš u reprezentaciju i kada možda imaš neku drugačiju ulogu nego onu koju nosiš u klubu?
Pa ima sve, ali razlika pre svega je u toj unutrašnjoj motivaciji. Ti kad igraš za reprezentaciju, ti imaš tu unutrašnju motivaciju. Juče je Simić isto govorio koju on ima unutrašnju motivaciju kada igra za Crnu Goru. To je nešto drugačije. Ima i taj sistem koji se opet prilagođava nama kao igrači. Mislim da pravi put je u stvari ono što je od 2012. napravljeno kada je, pošto se mi ja i Vujin igrali zajedno na bekovskim pozicijama, ali nam je trebao taj neki igrač koji će da radi za nas, taj neki srednji bek. U tom trenutku je bio to Davor Čutora, naravno pre toga su bili drugi srednji bekovi, istu sa tim istim ulogama i onda smo mi tu došli do izražaja, kao što znamo da je srednji bek glava te ekipe, glava ekipe i desna ruka trenera, tako da da tu je uvek situacija oko tog sistema, jer pogledaš, ti si u klubu, ti u klubu radiš 10 meseci, 11 meseci, uigravaš se dosta sa tim igračima, ali kad odeš u reprezentaciju ti imaš nedelju dana ili možda najviše maksimum kad je prvenstvo mesec dana. I tu je onda problem i možda ima i to stvar mentalne pripreme, jer mi se previše dajemo, mi hoćemo da damo sve više, na primjer, za Srbiju.
I malo uslovno rečeno izgorimo u tim situacijama.
Tako je. I tu je bude problem. Sve zavisi individualno.
Ko je od stručnog osoblja tu najvažniji da radi sa igračima na toj mentalnoj pripremi? Da li psiholog, da li...
Pa sad sve više i više psihologa, ali
vidimo da su sve prisutni.
Mi smo ranije bežali od toga i razmišljali smo da to nije dobro, međutim ja mislim da je to ključna stvar za današnji sport, za ovo, da se dosta menja i da treba da se uključuje što više psiholog, da radi sa igračima, naravno i sa trenerom. To je po meni ključna stvar. Svi pričamo o toj mentalnoj pripremi, znamo svi da je potrebna, koliko dajemo i ulažemo za fizičku spremu, koliko dajemo urazimo tehničko-taktičkim elementima, a zašto ne radimo na jednom jako važnom elementu, a to je psiha, ono što kaže i Šara, glava. Znači, treba stručno lice da pomaže, naravno, svoje trenerima. Vidimo ovdje sad kroz Melbourne da imaju i te seanse da rade sa igračima. Kaže Simić, evo jedan podatak, kaže Simić, kaže, pa i trener nam je bolji, imamo odlične odnose sa trenerom zato što razgovaramo sa psihologom i on razgovara sa trenerom. Tako da u današnje vreme ne trebamo da ostajemo u vreme Jugoslavije, ne trebamo da razmišljamo nekad kako je nekad bilo. Sad je ovo taj trenutak i juče Parondo jednu lepu rečenicu govorio. Mislim da je rukomet u ovom trenutku dotako vrh. Najlepši momenti rukometa i slažem se sa time zato što je brzina, zato što je atrakcija, zato što je velika gledanost, sport koji obožavamo i idemo ka tome.
Daniel, ti si jedan od retkih koji je praktično nosio dres 3 reprezentacije. Srbija i Crna Gora, Bosna i Hercegovina, na kraju Katar. Kako je došlo do te odluke, a ispostavilo se da si bio uticajan u tom istorijskom podigu 2015. kada je osvojena srebro na svetskom prvenstvu?
Pa dobro, u tom periodu, da, tako je. Dobio sam poziv od katarske reprezentacije 2013-2014. godine, jer su imali taj projekat za svjetsko prvenstvo. U tom momentu ja nisam imao reprezentativni angažman, prošle su 3 godine po tom nekom zakonu i vidi, ušao sam u neke, hajde kažem, lijepe godine gdje mi se osladile titule, znaš. Osladile se titule, osjećao sam da, s obzirom da je tada i Valero Virijeva došao, da se pravila se ekipa, da može se napraviti nekako igra svjetsko prvenstvo. Ja sam ostao željan svjetskih prvenstva olimpijada, jer nisam odlazio na takmičenja ta. Iako sam ja bio u Barceloni i tako dalje, ja sam imao samo prije toga, imao sam jedno evropsko, jedno svjetsko sa tadašnjom Srbijom i Crnom Gorom. Jedan od tih razloga, motivacija je sport, naravno i novac, ali u ovom momentu, tada je meni isto bilo, ići za svjetsko prvenstvo, samim tim, 2016. odlazio na olimpijadu, ja nikad nisam ni otišao na olimpijadu. Znači, bio sam željan, iskreno budem, bio sam željan odlaska na nekih velikih takmičenja, da se osjetim kao pravi sportist. I to mi se na kraju obistinilo, da osvojimo drugo mjesto medalja, na svjetskom prvenstvu medalja. Ja nisam sanjao, ja sam tad bio sam u reprezentaciji Bosne i Hercegovine, znači bio si negdje sjedio tamo na nekoj stolici, dobijaš šansu da igraš svjetsko prvenstvo i ti osvojiš medalju. Razumiješ? A opet ponavljam, bio željan takvih takmičenja. Odlazak na olimpijadu, pa je, to je stvarno, u životu nisam bio na olimpijadu, to je za mene, razumiješ? Naravno, ja uvijek to kažem i ne bježim od toga da i finansijska konstrukcija ti pomaže da to...
Da doneseš takvu odluku,
jasno. Tada je to u trenutku bilo...
Jasno, ali evo sada je kasnije neko vreme pokazalo da su, ajde da kažem, naši ljudi prilično cenjeni i u Kataru. Ti si danas koordinator, ako se ne varam, svih golmana u svim reprezentativnim selekcijama pri Olimpijskom komitetu. Kako izgleda taj razvoj, ajde da kažemo, u Kataru ljudi, mi svi pratimo malo više Evropu, negde smo malo zapostavili, ajde da kažemo, i te afričke zemlje i azijske, osim kada dođu ti veliki turniri. Kako to izgleda danas tamo, evo sada već posle 10 godina od tog srebra?
Pa mogli smo vidjeti na turniru kako izgleda. Naravno, imamo jednu krizu, igračku krizu, rezultatsku krizu, to je sasvim logično se može primijetiti. Fali nam mlađih igrača, fali nam dobrih stručnjaka koji to sve mogu povezati. Tako da, lično, ja smatram da sada Katar prolazi jednu sportsku rukometnu krizu. Poslije svjetskog prvenstva, koji se odesilo 2015. godine, mi stari igrači smo još igrali tih 5-6 godina, već kako je ko mogao. Evo imamo još dvojicu igrača koji igraju iz tog perioda. A pritom nije se dobilo ili se napravilo 2-3 nova igrača koji će biti nosioci ove ekipe. Jer ova ekipa danas nema lidera. Prije kad smo bili zajedno na svjetskom olimpijskim igrama, mi smo imali lidera u ekipi. A znamo, ako nemaš lidera u ekipi, ne možeš ništa da napraviš. Što hoću sve ovdje da kažem? Da, situacija u Kataru je sada, što se tiče sportskog rukometa, u jednoj maloj krizi. Radi se na tome da to prevaziđe se. Ja sam sretan na poziciji i najviše volim ovaj posao da radim, iskreno ti budem, tu uživam. Smatram da mogu puno pomoći i dati dobrih savjeta i uživam u tom novoj ulozi.
O toj ulozi možemo da pričamo i sa Momirom. Ti si posle Kila otišao u Vesprem, sećamo se, a i tog Final Fora čuvenog 2019. kada je Vardar uzeo titulu, kada ti nisi, ali nisi bio sada toliko tužan, imao si već dve, da kažemo, arhivi i znalo se već da ćeš ići nekim trenerskim putem. Kako si došao do te odluke da se baviš trenerskim poslom posle završetka igračke karijere? I da li si uopšte još kao igrač pomalo već krenuo da radiš?
Da, ali moram samo da napomenem tu 2012. jer to je ono što stalno i pominjem, to je kruna moje karijere.
Srebro, da,
i godina gdje svaki igrač ima neku najbolju sezonu, to je ta sigurno 2012. Što se tiče i klubskog i reprezentativnog nivoa. Posle tog odlazak u Vesprem i svi već manje više znamo šta je, kako se dešavalo. A što se tiče ovog pitanja za trenerstvo, ja taj posao, ovo što kaže Šara volim. Ja sam, dok sam bio igrač, imao sam sreću da radim sa najboljim trenerima. I dosta sam skuplju zapisivao, a želja mi je bila da posle karijere, jer sam znao tačno jasno šta, vratit ću se na početak, zacrtao sam cilj da posle svoje igračke karijere budem trener i to hoću dalje da radim. Normalno spremam se, ali je to spremanje u tom trenutku na nekom manjem nivou, razgovor sa trenerima je dosta toga mi pomogao, ali hoću da kažem jednu stvar, kad postaneš trener, onda vidiš situacije da nije to isto razmišljanje i onda vidiš da su situacije da ti negdje, ti treninzi što sam ja zapisivao, da sad danas i ne gledam u tu svesku, vratim se ponekad kad imam vremena, ali ja kao trener sad razmišljam, kad imam igrače, kad vidim koju ekipu imam, onda osmislim trener. I onda vidim šta je, samo pitam, tako razmišljam, gledam koja je tema i onda ja organizujem i vežbe i sve neke stvari koje trebaju za taj trening.
Evo, može pitanje iz obojicu, baš si mi sad dao šlagvort za ono što je malo čas spominjao Daniel, imati taj osjećaj kao golman, predviđati lopte. Nije sve knjiga, nije sve postavi se ovako ili onako, treba predviđati. Mislim da današnji, ajde da kažem, veliki treneri ili treneri koji imaju taj dar da u nekim situacijama donesu neke ključne odluke koje kasnije donose rezultat, su upravo ti koji imaju taj osjećaj ili su ga izgradili da u određenim situacijama povuku ovaj ili onaj potez i promene toka utakmice.
A kad pričamo o mudrosti, ali treba da prođe jedno znanje, saznanje, pa onda mudrosti, da dođemo do tog nivoa i to je jedno iskustvo o kojem pričamo. Da bi došli do tih odluka, mislim da mi treneri sad, izgledajući iz ovog ugla i iz nekog iskustva i kroz Vespreme i kroz zadnji rad u Veclaru, mislim da mi treneri previše dajemo na našem značaju. Normalno da je trener jako važan, ali mi zaboravljamo da taj igrač juče je imao loptu i da je mogao da da gol ili pa je promašio prazan gol. Znači, mi neke stvari ne možemo da utičemo. Da li će igrač dati gol ili neće, možda da ga pripremiš do tog jednog trenutka. Ali ostalo je i dosta te psihe i svih tih nekih stvari. Šta hoću ti kažem? Donošenje odluke ja mislim da tu negde 50-50. Kada razgovaraš sa iskusnim trenerima, oni će ti kažu, ok, doneo si odluku, pobedio si utakmicu, trener je doneo dobru odluku. Ali svi su u drugoj situaciji isto tako i izgubio utakmicu. Tako da je uvek tu neka ravnoteža, taj neki balans u svojoj karijeri i trenerskoj na 50-50.
Daniele, kako izgleda rukomet danas, posle svega što si doživeo, prošao i ovo sve što radiš? Svedoci smo ovde jednog turnira u Doboju koji ima ozbiljnu tradiciju, koji je sada doveden na jedan, možemo reći, vrhunski nivo i same organizacije i učesnika ovde koji dolaze i gde možemo vidjeti kako se radi u određenim delovima Evrope. Evo, Sporting, jedna ekipa koja možda i kandidat za napad Final Fora, Slovan, recimo, koji će igrati Evropsku ligu, koji je juče ozbiljno namučio Sporting i bio na ivici da ih pobedi. Kako sad to tebi izgleda iz tog ugla? Ok, radiš u Kataru, ali svakako pratiš na vezi, smo stalno u Ligu šampiona, ovaj najbolji rukomet.
Pa da ti budemo iskren, složit ću sa svim sagovornicima koji smo imali ova 2 dana, da je danas rukomet najbolji rukomet što ima. I brz je, i atraktivan je, puno publike, imamo puno evropskih klubova koji ulažu sada u rukomet, imamo tih, ajde kažem, manjih klubova koji igraju Eurolige i Lige šampiona gdje stvarno imaju kvalitetan rukomet da se igra. Samim tim, i sam sve rekao da imamo danas rukomet u najboljem svijetu, jel tako? Taj Sporting spomenuli smo, jel tako? A da ne pričamo o Dancima, Norvežanima, Šveđanima koji imaju svoje isto dobre ekipe koji igraju evropske kupove. Tako da, sve ukupno možeš da vidiš da je sad na vrhuncu, da je naš rukomet danas na vrhuncu, što se svega tiče i ulaganja i samo kvaliteta rukometa.
Kako ti vidiš današnji rukomet, šta misliš da još treba uraditi na poboljšanju našeg sporta? Viđam te na svim mogućim turnirima, od kadetskih reprezentacija preko juniorskih, seniorskih, vrhunskih, stalno te ima, stalno pratiš, zapisuješ. Šta si ti video danas? Gde su otišli Danci, gde su otišli Nemci? Vidimo da i u mlađim kategorijama Nemačka je stalno sve prisutna u samom vrhu, Danci svakako, ali kad pričamo o bivšoj Jugoslaviji, odnosno slovenačka reprezentacija pokazuje i dalje jednu ozbiljnu školu našeg sporta.
Da su otišli Slovenci, to ćemo da pričamo. Pa dobro, vratit ćemo se opet na taj sistem, verovatno ono od rascepa Jugoslavije, svi su krenuli svojim putem, a Srbija tu kaska, verovatno to je neka priča, ali nećemo o tome nego na jedno pitanje kud ide rukomet. Ja sam, opet se obraćam, kažem da je sad rukomet u topu. Nešto više, neka evolucija, jako teško. Jedina stvar, ako dođe do promene pravila, to onda u tom trenutku zahteva, ne znam da će ograničiti vreme, zahteva nešto drugačiji i drugačiji rukomet. Sad, brzina brže od ovoga, mislim da ne može tako. Drugačiji igrači će se pojaviti, kao što u košarci pojavio se, posle Lebrona pojavio se Jokić koji nema tu fiziku, ali ima nevjerovatno. Znači, pojavit će se neki drugi igrač, to je normalno, ali nešto više od rukometa da vidimo jako teško. Mislim da i mi treneri kad budemo vidjeli, kad dođe taj igrač koji ima te sposobnosti, mi ćemo prilagoditi njemu i njegove sposobnosti, tako ćemo i formirati taktiku. To je ono što ja vidim u današnjem rukometu i neki mali detalji, ali ja mislim da je ovo vrh našeg sporta. I jedina stvar što ja razmišljam sad, šta bi moglo dalje, to je neka promjena pravila, ako bi se usudio Svjetska i Evropska federacija da se promjene pravila, pa da nas, trenere, primora da promenimo neki način u igri.
Daniele, tvoje mišljenje?
Ja ne bi ništa tu mijenjao, dodao, kažem, da ograničimo...
Gledamo trenutno najbolji rukomet.
Tako je, ali vidi, ograničimo vrijeme, evo, uzet ćemo jedan primjer, ograničimo vrijeme. A kad gledaš pravi sad, super rukomet, hoćemo koje god ligu sad uzmiš, Danska, Norveška, Francuska, Njemačka, Lige šampiona, oni trče ti oko uzmiš vodu, ne vidiš da li ovaj dao gol ili nije dao gol, tako? Ne stiže da vidiš, kao da ograničimo vrijeme, nema potrebe. Nas igra prebrz rukomet, igra sa brzim izlaskom na centar i tako da.
A da li možda izbaciti taj centar? Evo i to je interesantno pitanje koje se provlači kroz medije i da lopta recimo posle primjenog golmana odmah kreće od golmana.
Pa bio bi još brži rukomet.
Još brži bi bio, da.
A to je ta promjena pravila koju pričam.
Mislim da ne bi ništa dobiti, mislim, nemam pojma.
Dobro, gospodo, što se, samo za kraj, evo nemamo više vremena, Mošo, šta je ono što bi Srbija mogla da iskoristi u nekoj budućnosti, ako gledamo reprezentacije koje su sad u tom nekom vrhu, poput Danske, Nemačke, ajde da kažemo i Slovenije u tim mlađim kategorijama, šta je to što nedostaje Srbiji da se vrati na taj kolosek pobednički?
Srbija treba da postane, da koristi, da razmišlja o nekim ličnim interesima, da se okrene razvoju, da zaboravi da smo mi rukometna nacija, da učimo od drugih, da zasučemo rukave i da radimo 6-8 godina da se mlađe selekcije, okrenemo se prema mladima i to je ono što ja razmišljam i šta mislim. Mi i dan danas govorimo kako smo mi rukometna nacija, ali nema nas nigdje na mapi, bili smo zadnje takmičenje 19. Znači to je nešto što mi moramo da se okrenemo nama, našim problemima, da rešavamo, da imamo, da je rukomet jedini interes i najbitnije što tiče za Srbiju i to je moje mišljenje. Ostalo ne bi više da komentarišem.
Eto, hvala na tome. Nadam se da će mnogi treneri i ljudi iz Saveza ovo čuti i ozbiljno razmišljati. Daniele, evo za kraj, kao direktor turnira, da kažemo u Doboju, dostigo si neki vrhunac kada je reč o ovom terenu na otvorenom. Da li nas u budućnosti čeka nova istorija i dugo čeka na dvorana zatvorena? Da li nas u budućnosti turnira očekuje vrlo brzo i možda dvorana sa novim kapacitetima i novim, ajde da kažem, sistemom turnira?
Ja taj koji to treba da obeća, ali siguran sam da ljudi koji vrijedno rade oko toga, da će biti na kraju tako kako si ti rekao i postoje pitanje, ali to, iskreno ti budem, dolaskom i dobijanjima dvorane, meni će biti još, ajde kažem, ljepši posao da radim kao taj neki direktor turnira, iz razloga što sad ću imati više materijala da dovedemo još više i boljih i jačih klubova nego što je bilo prije.
Možda bude mesto i za jedan srpski klub, neki šampion iz Srbije da stigne ovde.
To smo sinoć pričali, rešeno ti je to.
Hvala vam na ovom sjajnom razgovoru. Toliko, poštovani gledalci, što se tiče Handball Talksa. Da, izvini, moje pitanje, izvolite, slobodno.
Da li se sjećate šta ste rekli jedno drugo kada se završilo finale 2010? Baš Osenska i sudio se kao kraja. Sjećate to možda?
Pa ja ću u Sočelovcu plako. To nisam ga ni vidio.
Ja sam se radao, on plako i to je to. Posle se on radao, ja sam se
Ja sam ga poslije 5 dana sam ga nazvao i čestitao sam mu. Vi ste i sljedeći godinu svoje, ja se sjećam što mi nismo odšli.
Ne, nismo sledeći.
2011. Barsa, a on je 12.
Vi ste
Evo, tako je bilo.
11. se vi iznosvoje, zato ti govoriš da ti je ta bila pobednička sezona.
Tako je. 2010. kad
Ja znam bolje.
osvojio, ja sam u Sočelovcu otišao. Nisam znao jer sam došao i pošao. Ajde, kamo da pričam s njime. Jedna sam ga nazvao poslije 5 dana, čestito, bilo mi je drago da je prvo Final Four i da osvoji Ligu šampiona. Stvarno je to pao.
Mi smo stalno komentarisali, sećam se, mi smo stalno komentarisali i to je, ja mogu slobodno da kažem, kroz svoju karijeru sam uvek se družio sa golmanima. I stalno sam bio u kontaktu sa Šarom i razgovarali smo i šta, desi me čekao, ja sam tebe ovo, znaš, to nadmudrivanje, to je bilo fenomenalno. Neki put sam previše overthinking, pa zaglavim, pa promažim, ali stvarno je bilo
Ima jedan
događaj.
da si igrao protiv, ne znam, neke ekipe igraju i golman je bio. I kaže, šta ti misliš o ovom golmanu, šta njemu treba šutat, gdje je bio slab. Tako je nekako.
Da, i to smo isto komentarisali. Puno stvari. Bravo, dobro pitanje.
Je li imam možda još neko pitanje da postavi? Onda je... Naravno.
Može ba.
Vezano za rukomet iz malih sredina, odakle ja potičem i vas dvojica. Reći samo kratko da sam veliki protivnik centralizacije. To što smo u situaciji da kada je reprezentacija Srbije, ti si uključeni u to, ima 90% igrača iz Beograda. To je za mene jedan ogroman problem. Ne znam što sam neki lokal patriota, nego jednostavno smatram da je to pogubno za naš sport. Svih tih centara koji se gase ili su ugasani. Kako smo došli do nekih medalja koje smo osvajali, da su bili jedan ili dva igrača iz Beograda, došlo do toga da je naša hrvatska reprezentacija, naša budućnost, nema ni jednog igrača van druga dvojke ili okolih sela, kao što su Rakovica, ne znam,
Jasno, tako je.
ili Ča. To je za mene pogubno lično. Ja sam s Kosova i Metohije, napravio sam neke korake u svom životu, zašto ne pružimo šansu deci koji su iz perifernih delova Srbije da dobiju istu takvu šansu. Samo me zanima taj put propasti za 2 decenije.
Pa ja sam ti malo pre odgovorio, Stanke, da je stvar interesa, delimično interesa. Problem je interes. Ja ga vidim zbog interesa, jer se gleda ne za rukomet, nego za svoj sopstveni džep. Tako je, to sam htio da sad kažem, zato što u Beogradu deca se skupljaju, i vi to bolje znate, članarina, ne znam koliko dece ima i kod Saleta Kandića i kod... Znači, to je sve taj problem. A male sredine su se ugasili, sad ima više razloga, ne može, jako teško da se to isprecizira zašto je sad taj problem. Ja mislim da, i ovo sad ću opet da se nadovežem i moram, ali važno je da kažem to, ja mislim da je naša obaveza, i mene kao bivšeg reprezentativca, sad hoću li da kažem, i ovo Šara što radi, što vraća svom gradu gde je ponikao, organizuje turnire, dovodi, koristi svoje kontakte da bi došle ekipe, da bi se ova tradicija nastavila. Mi nešto nastavljamo. Ovo nije naše. Mi smo ovo nasledili i mi nešto nastavljamo. To ako uspemo da razumemo, tako će onda rukomet da živi. Ova tradicija, ova deca juče što ste igrali utakmicu, ta deca su igrala protiv, ali vide velike zvezde. Tako je, svaki dan. Onda druga stvar, imaju mogućnost da njih neko vidi. To su stvari koje... Samo još jednu stvar. Sitni interesi ruše sve to stvari. Naša obaveza, ako već ne može to, daj da pokušamo da organizujemo, makar u svojim sredinama, klubove, da pokrenemo to, da li je to iz Aranđelovca, da li je to iz Doboja, da li je to iz Crvenke, da li je to iz Kaća, da vratimo nešto, da pokušamo to neko znanje, to neko iskustvo. Tako je. To je, ja mislim, jedan od puteva.
Tako je.
Jedan od puteva da pokušamo da upravimo i da vratimo naš sport tamo gde jeste. Jer mi smo dobili dosta od ovog sporta. Izvini, malo sam se raspitao.
Upravo je, ima logike što pričaš, da budemo više uključeni, zato smo i ovde gdje jesmo danas, da se više uključimo, da osposobimo ili doživimo te neke centre koji, evo, ovaj primjer je dobojski turnir, ali tako? Ali ja mislim da sad ako gledamo Partizan i Crvenu zvijezdu, da ima puno, ispraćite ako griješim, da ima puno igrača, kao što je uvijek bilo, iz tih malih sredina koji su sada došli u te velike klube. I pitam samo, da li ima...
Ali ja govorim za naš kadetski nivo reprezentacije.
Da.
Evo, Slaviću vas, jedan ili dva igrača na stranu. Svi su iz Beograda.
Da.
Pa ne verujem da je samo problem Beograda kao sredine, nego je isto problem malih sredina što se dešava. To je veći problem. Zato je, kažem, jedan od načina da možemo mi da nešto doprinesemo. Da pokušamo Bačko Palanci i Sinčelom da oživu. Nema veze, kogod daje, ali daj da se doprinese nešto, znaš šta? Zato ja kažem, ne možemo stalno ni da kukamo i da kritikujemo, nego ajde da nešto zasvrtemo rukave sa naše strane i da krenemo da radimo.
Imaš još jedno pitanje 100%. Ima 100%, samo nećete pitati.
Slobodno, pali bi.
Hvala vam puno još jedno.
Ko je odgovoran za sve ovo?
Onda to je to, jel? Nemamo više pitanja. Hvala još jednom na razgovoru, hvala vama. Idemo dalje.
fourth edition of Handball Talks, and this is special edition. With us today, of course, Života Bogdanović, editor of Handball Planet and Balkan Handball, one of the organizations which provide us these great Handball Talks, with Daniel Šarić is director of tournament. But we have two great guests. It's national player of Portugal and sporting handball players, Martin Costa and Salvador Saladoj. Guys, thank you for your time. It's great to have you here, and give us your first impressions about Doboj, about this tournament, about pre-season with Sporting.
You want to start? No, thank you for the invitation to be in here with you guys. No, I think we are enjoying a lot Doboj. We are trying to enjoy the games, to enjoy the city, the weather. It's been really nice to be in here, to play this kind of games. I think it's extremely important to us to have this type of games, to have this type of pre-season with tough games like yesterday. I think today it will be a really nice game to us too. We need to prepare our season, so I think it's kind of good to be in here on this such a good tournament.
Hello everybody, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation. And like Salvador said, it's a really important tournament for us. Next week we play the first cup of the season against Benfica, so it's a really nice preparation. Have three good games. The city's been really good. The hotel, the food has really been amazing. The people are really being nice to us. So it's been a really fun few days, and I hope now that we can get the victory today to win the tournament. But I think the most important is the way that we prepare for the future and the next week, and I think it's been really good.
Do you like this part of the season, pre-season? How do you treat that? As a torturing or?
No, I think it's kind of hard. I don't know, but I think it's a little bit the worst part of the season. No, but it's really important to be prepared for all the things that we'll have and we will face during the 9-8 months that we'll have during the season. So it's necessary, you know. We need to be like 3-4 weeks with hard trainings, hard games, hard preparation to be ready to face everything that the season will bring to us.
Yeah, I think it's the worst part for me. I don't like it so much. But like Salvador said, it's really important for us as the players to prepare for the season. I think this month, 3-4 weeks, is really important to go to run, to go hard in the gym, have a lot of games. So of course I don't like it, but it's
Are there some guys
it's important.
who like this part?
I believe.
All of you are just.
I don't think I have teammates that like this part of the season.
I imagine. Okay, that someone can like it, but I think most of all don't like that much because
We like
you
to
run
play.
you run more without ball than with ball. You know, it's way more physical than tactic. But like I said, it's necessary for the season.
You're part of great club which have a big football history. How you chosen handball? Okay, I can assume it's a legacy, family legacy for you. But of course, I watched you on the dinner. You watch the football all the time. It was 3-0. You still watch every minute.
It was 3-2 in the finals.
Okay, I missed that. I missed that. But can you give us your story? Why handball? Then I'd like to hear you. Guy with the most impressive name in the world.
Of course, my father played handball, and since I was born, I watched my father playing in Spain, then in Ademar, and it was then when I started to play handball. I did basketball before 1 year, but of course, handball was the sport that I love, and I grew up watching handball. So I think it was an easy decision for me to make a career. Of course, my parents never put me pressure to be a handball player. They just said, okay, do whatever you want, but what you do it the right way. And they never forced me to be a handball player, just to be good at school. That was mandatory. And to practice one sport, I choose handball because my father played and I really liked handball. Then when I was growing up, I was more into handball, and I really wanted to be an handball player. So here I am now.
No, me, it's kind of different. I try a lot of sports when I was kid. I play, I don't know, 2, 3 years, 4 years on football because Portugal is a country of football. But I think I was not good enough. I have some pain on my knees too. So I just try handball because I have a few friends that was trying. My father and my uncle played handball, but on like a small town, not professional. So I decided to try handball, and with I don't know, 13, 14 years old, I was called to Sporting. So now I'm there.
When you realize that you're good in it, that you can make something, there is a certain moment for that, or you're still realizing?
You're good.
I think it was the things was quite natural, I played with a lot of players in Sporting. I started to go to the senior team when I was, I don't know, 15, 16 years old. I made my first game with 17, and after I was on a loan to a small club in Lisbon, and the things was really good. And the next season I was on Sporting again, and I think that season was a little bit hard to me because it was the first season on the senior team, like completely. I don't have much minutes and everything. And after Ricardo and Kiko and Martin come to the team, and I think that was the point that I was thinking, no, okay, now that's it. I need to grow as a person. I need to grow as a player. Ricardo, since I was 19, the first year he put me as a captain. So I think I grow a lot on that year, and since now I think I was kind of growing like year for year. So yeah, I'm here now.
When I start to know that I'm good at handball, I don't know, maybe 14, 15 years old, I went to Porto to juniors, and then I went to Gaia to my first season at seniors at second division, and then was my father the coach, and then I think the things were starting to get really well for me. I was like the best scorer in the second division, of course it's second division, but at the time for me it was really good. Then the next season in first division was really great for me and for the club in Gaia. Then I went to Porto. It was a tough season because, of course, I was young in a club like Porto, and I injured my knee. It was a tough season, but then I come to Sporting, and I really grew up a lot here. I think it was the key factor for me to step up my game and to improve a lot as a player, as a person, of course. And I think changing from Porto to Sporting in the first 2 years, I grew up a lot, and I think was the key factor to develop my game, for sure.
We are witness of a new wave of handball with Portuguese clubs and national team. You are kind of way old story, but you still have an impact on new fans. Tell me how it was for you 10 years ago, but when we watching sporting games, there's still a lot of empty seats when he's playing handball. If you watch football, it's different. But tell me how it was 10 years ago and how it now, with fans, with popularity, with interesting from basic people for handball.
I think now in the last 3-4 years with the national team, I think the handball really grew up a lot. In the last World Cup that went to the semifinals, I think handball was the most stopped thing in the country. I never saw that. It was I think was really amazing to see that the people really interested in handball. In sporting, I don't remember. Salvador, I think is better to speak about that. But I think since I was here 5 years ago and now, I think the people at least, of course, the big games in championships and Champions League game, I think is full every game. So I think we grew up a lot. The first year, of course, wasn't so much people involved in it because the club wasn't winning a lot. You are in a football club, so if you win, okay, you can bring people, but if you don't win, they just they don't appear to the games a lot. But I think we did a really good job to catch the attention of the fans. And now I think every game, Champions League game, every big game in the Portuguese league, are full, and the fans who are really a big part of our success, for sure.
Kind of like Martin said, I remember to start to see Sporting when Sporting don't have a court to play. We have like, I don't know, 3-4 courts that sometimes we play there, sometimes we play there, and we are talking about home games. Yeah, I think we grow a lot on these last years. Some Portuguese teams making really good Champions League, really good European leagues. Benfica win, I don't know, 5 years ago. Porto was appearing on the Champions League with some big results. We are appearing on these last 2 years with a top 8 teams. Portugal is kind of growing a little bit, but this is about the Portuguese mentality. We are in a country that football is the top sport, and after, if you come down a lot of steps, we are speaking about handball, basketball, hockey, futsal, and wherever. But like Martin said, we can catch the people if you win. Now we are winning. The people come to our court to see us, to feel our game. It's been really nice to be part of this Portugal wave, like you are saying, because people right now is talking a little bit about, or a little bit more about handball. People want to see us playing, and I think it's nice, this feeling, you know. So yeah. I think we need to continue to do the things on this way, to continue to grow our sport in our country.
There is one shocking thing. You cannot buy handball jersey of Sporting. So there's not chance to see Costa on the back. But is there any kids who go into the barber shop and said, I want Salvador?
Salvador.
This is my homage to you, you know?
Yeah. When he made it 2 days ago when he heard of it.
Of course, it's a little bit shocked. But like I told you, it's handball. It's a football club. It's a football country. It's decision of Sporting. I have a lot of message on my social media that asking, hey, can you give me a shirt, or just how can I buy a shirt of you? Yeah, of course. How can I buy a shirt from you from handball? You know, it's kind of hard to contest this type of things. I think like we are talking about. It's about mentality. When you are on a club that's okay, that they are giving everything to us to be success, but these small things, you know, we need to continue to grow, to reach some high clubs like West Ham, like you, like Barca, like Magdeburg. Every clubs that are reaching the Final Four and fighting for win the Champions League. They are completely different from us, but we are trying to make everything. And Sporting give us, or they are trying to give us everything. But yeah, these small things.
When we talk about the waves, I would say this is the second wave. The first one was in the last decade with players like Quintana, Ferraz, Duarte, and so on, and they also made some good results. That 6th place in 2020, and then you come to make even bigger wave. Are you aware that you are doing something big, something important, and I don't expect that you will analyze things in the last 20 years of Portuguese handball, as you are 22, 35 years old, but can you tell us maybe what is the secret, what is in background, why Portuguese handball going up?
Everything is about the formation of good players. Without good players, without good coaches, without good instructors, youth. I think we are doing a lot of good results in the youth categories, and I think that's key to now to have success in the senior national team. Of course, for me, the key is to have good coaches and good people around the structure of the clubs in Portugal, Lisbon, Porto. Porto, I think, is the biggest city with a lot of clubs, with a lot of good coaches. And I think step by step we are increasing the number of young players practicing handball, developing the coaches in Portugal, and I think that's the key. Of course, now we have a base in our national team that is Rui Silva. Frad he was playing a long time ago in the national team. And then the guys that are going to appear, me, Salvador, Kiko, a lot of players. We need to contribute and need to keep getting better and better. And I think we are doing a really good job in that aspect. We are continuing, of course. Now we only want to get better. We are getting older and older, and I think we are supposedly need to get better to 25, 26, 27. And hope to have better results with national team. We will have the European in 2028 in Portugal, and for us I think is a great opportunity to do a great result in that European. So yeah, we have 2 years. Of course we have the World Cup and we want to do the best that we can, but we're talking about 28 in Portugal. I think it's a great opportunity, and we have 2 years to reach our top and our best level. And of course, it's a great opportunity for us to play at home. It's important to play at home and to have good. We want to have a really good result. And of course, in 28 is the Olympic Games, so it's a great opportunity to qualify for the tournament. It's the best tournament I think that a handball player wants to play. So I think we need to keep developing the handball in the national team. I think the coaches and the structure are doing a good job. Of course, it's not football, but we are doing the best that we can, and we are improving a lot, for sure.
Salvador, do you have to add something about the Portuguese way of handball, why you are so successful in the moment?
No, I think Martin quite said everything. Like I told you before too, I think it's important that the teams in Portugal make good results on Europe too. We are seeing a lot of Portuguese players coming out from the Portuguese league to big clubs to play on the best leagues in the world. Now you can see a lot of Portuguese guys playing on the French league, on the German league, playing on the Champions League teams. I think, like Martin said, the things on the national team are going on that way. So we are just trying to best as we can to continue to grow the level of handball in Portugal.
We know that football is everything. Football is number one, and then you have 5 empty space, and then 6th place is someone else. And we have that 3 big clubs, which are, of course, they are families and they have their handball sections. Are you optimistic that some things will grow in that things that handball can be, a little bit closer on that level with your success in the future and even now?
I think the investment in handball, I think it really grew up since 7-8 years ago. I think, of course, a lot of good players. The salaries are better. A lot of players come from outside Portugal, and I think the level of the handball in Portugal grew up a lot in the last 10 years. But of course, we can always do better. We can always give more conditions to the players, to the clubs. We can always, of course, it's hard to reach the level of the German clubs in terms of financial.
Yeah, but for example, sporting family in daily life, do you see that football guys? Are you part of some campaigns with them? Do you have contact with them, or it's like in Barcelona, you see them once per year or 5 years, or you cannot get tickets for the games, or I don't know, or you can?
No, that we can. I think sometimes we met the football players, Salvador Mar, I think.
Why Salvador Mar? Because of...
No, imagine I'm playing in Sporting size 13 years old. I have some friends there already. Yeah, it's just kind of different, the things when you're playing on a football club and you are not or you are playing on just a handball club, you know. Of course that everything is different between a football player and a handball player on sporting, because they are making more money than us, they are receiving more money than us, they are the first team in sporting. But I think, like Martin said, handball in sporting grow a lot on these last years. I think they are investing a lot on us, because I think we are making some good results too. Since Ricardo entered, the things was like growing step by step a little bit, and we have of course that we have the best conditions that we can. Of course that we talk a little bit about these few things that they are not like the other clubs, but yeah. But I think we have.
How is in Benfica and Porto? You are in the same position, or?
I think in Porto, Martin already played in Porto. For sure, you know better than me. But I think they are quite the same things like us. You have the football team, and after you have the other sports. Sometimes handball is winning more, so we put more money on handball. Another time basketball is winning more, so we put more money on handball to continue. Or we are thinking on to make a good investment on handball to win the next year, so we put more money on handball. I think it's kind of like this. It's a little bit like groups. It's a little bit like years and everything.
So it's the same. I play in Porto, and the environment and everything is kind of the same. Of course, the people are different. The way that they treat the players, it depends on the people that you have on the club. But yeah, the mentality I think is more or less the same. It's a football club, so it's not so different.
Do you maybe know at this point is more kids involved in handball because of your successes? Maybe you heard some numbers.
No, yeah, for sure. I know I saw the numbers, yeah. But
A positive trend now.
yeah, for sure. I know. But a lot of people told me that the kids start to play handball because of they saw us in television, in the World Cup and everything. So yeah, for sure. Handball is the second most played sport in Portugal. So it's growing really, really well. Yeah, and for sure a lot of more people are going to play handball. And our job is to continue to do the things well, to have more kids in the sport. Yeah, for sure the handball is growing up in terms of players.
We need to sell shirts.
Yes.
Someone
I would like to do that.
to bring that idea.
Definitely. Yeah, 4 quarterfinals in 4 years. Are you aware of that? Do you have some mental now barrier, or do you think about it? That Final Four is always somewhere.
That was reality on the court.
For sure.
For sure.
In the first season of Champions League, it was not our main goal to be in the Final Four. We wanted to pass the group, but I think we did an amazing group phase. We get in the second place of the group. We went directly to the quarterfinals. And there, of course, we wanted to go to the Final Four. We did an amazing game there in Hans. We only lost by 1. We have both to draw the game. But at home, we didn't play as we know. It was really frustrating that year. This year, I don't think it hurt me like that game against Nantes, but yeah, it was like 1 goal. We were winning by 4 or 5 against Aalborg at home. 10 minutes to finish the game. They draw the game, and I think we did a good game. We lost by 1 goal, but of course it's like that. But to lose, you need to be there, and our main goal now is to be there again and try to go to the Final Four. And of course, now we need to think about that. And like it's my last season in sporting, so my main goal is to, of course, win everything in Portugal and go to the Final Four with the sport.
The first seconds of the documentary film about your generation in sporting will start here in Doboj, when you are playing cards, you know. Are you considering this as a last dance season because you are going away with your brother, and this is maybe the last chance that you as a group of young Portuguese guys make something big in that t-shirts, concretely in that t-shirts, not in t-shirts of Portuguese national team. But you know, do you feel that you have to make something big this season in Sporting because of this last moment?
Of course, it's like my last season in Sporting, and I want to reach what I didn't reach in the last few years. But I hope that Sporting, a lot of players pass, a lot of players go, and they are out, they go. So the club stays, and that's the most important thing. So Kiko and me will go to Germany, but the club will continue here. They will have a lot of good players, and they need to keep fighting and trying to reach the best results that they can. Of course, the club cannot think about the last dance. No, they need to think.
But you personally, you in the
of course, for me is my last opportunity. I don't know. Maybe in the future I come back to Sporting. I don't know. But right now is the last season that I have here. So for sure, I want to reach that level. I want to play a Final Four with this club. Of course, I know it will be really hard, like always, but that's my main goal. And I have fun playing this season with my teammates. It's my last season, so enjoy play with them one more time.
Salvador has 4 more years, so he would see Cologne until 2030, huh?
I don't know. It will be really, really special if I went to Cologne with my club, the club of my heart, of course. With the Portuguese club, it will be a beautiful story for sure. But like Martin said, I will not say that we don't have pressure, because if you want to play this sport on a high level, we have all the time pressure. Of course that we think a little bit on that, but this is about feelings, it's about the sport that we play. We will give everything on the field to reach again the big decisions. If we are there for the quarterfinals again, I think we deserve some luck on this time. So we will try and we will give everything on the field to reach the Final Four, or to reach, I don't know, the quarterfinals again. We will think just game by game, week by week, month by month, and after all of this, if we are there to do the decisions again, we will give everything again.
This moment in Sporting is an interesting story, because when club announced Costa brothers are leaving, club found two twins from Madeira, Santos brothers. They are here, 17 years old. Can you tell us something more about them?
Oh, they are young players. Of course, they have potential. They need to grow up. They need to, physically especially, they need to go to the gym. They need to get bigger. And of course, they are 16, 17 years old. They have time to reach their potential. But for sure, they have talent. They just need to work on that. Hopefully, they have a good story here in Sporting. Yes.
They're here in Dubai.
Yeah.
They're originally left and right back, like you two.
Exactly.
I think it's
Project.
It's kind of hard to appear right now after Martin and Kiko, because they are completely young players. They are completely different. They came from Madeira. They don't play any high level right now. Martin, when he came to Sporting, he already played in Porto. He already been the top scorer of the second division and everything, playing national team and everything. Kiko was a really young player when he arrived, but when he arrived, he made his impact, And now it's completely different. They arrive on a team of Sporting that they are used to play right now a high level, to play Champions League and everything. I think it will be really different stories. But like Martin said, they are two young kids with a lot of potential. I hope that they grow a lot on this club, because they have a really good coach to be with them and to teach them all the things that they need to be. So I think they are trying to make their own story.
How is it possible that you become a top scorer with 16 years old guy of the senior league. Is
If it's possible.
physically, you mentioned that they are not there physically. Still, we know how body of 16 years old guy is not.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
it was different because I didn't play in Sporting. I play in Gaia, and I have like the free to shoot 20 times in the game. So
But you know that Rui Silva, the middle back, was the top scorer of the first division of Portugal when he was 17 years old. But it was like in another club too.
yeah, it wasn't. It's hard to go with 16 years old to Sporting or Porto Benfica and be the best scorer in the champions in the championship.
Of course,
But of course, Kiko come here with 16 and he scored 19 goals against Porto. But it's not normal. It's not normal. Yeah, it's possible, but here in Sporting is different. Of course, for the players, I think it's really good to go outside of these clubs and have 1 or 2 seasons in. They can do mistakes, that they can grow up. Of course, in Sporting, of course we do mistakes. Everybody do mistakes, but it's like we don't have like 10. You cannot do 10 mistakes in a game. You know? But for sure, when you have 16, you are 16 years old, it's important that you do that mistakes, that you learn from them. Of course, playing outside of these clubs is easier to do that. But if you are like Kiko and you can play with 16 years old here at that level, amazing. But the normal thing is that you cannot play at this level with 16 years old. So they have to have time to grow up and do the mistakes that they have to do. And then when they have the capacity to come here and make their name and play good handball here in this club, amazing. They have to have time to do mistakes and to learn more about them.
Is that, there are few coaches here, is that good methodology in Portugal handball? When you find bright talent guy, you give him freedom to shoot. Because you mentioned Rui Silva, and we have your example to be best scorer. Is that some methodology? Is that or few examples?
I think this is about examples. This is completely about examples. Imagine Martin on that time was playing second division, like he said. You can shoot, I don't know, 20 times. I was with 18 years old on a small club in Lisbon playing first division. I shoot 15 times per game, but imagine, this is about players that have some potential and the coaches feel that they have that type of potential, you know. Kiko, of course, arrived in Sporting on a completely different way because we are trying to start a new project. You know, when Ricardo arrived with a lot of young players, I was 19, 20, he was 18, Kiko had 16. Some players that are already in here was 22, 23, and it was completely different because it changed like, I don't know, 10 players go out of Sporting and 10 players arrive with Ricardo and everything. It's kind of depend of the team, depend of the moment, depend of the project. You cannot say that it's normal that a young guy with 18 years old come to the first team and shoot, I don't know, 10 times, 15 times, of course not. Like I said, depend of the player, depend of the team, depend of the moment.
Yeah, but I think it's important when you have 16, 15 years old, 17, and you're starting to appear in the senior level. That's of course that you can make mistakes and you can learn from them, and you can, like I said, of course not everybody is going to shoot 20 times in a game because you don't have enough attacks for that and enough balls for that. But I think it's important to, when you are young, to have that freedom from of course you need to correct the player, you need to teach them how to do certain things, but let them do mistakes, and I think it's a good approach, like in my view, to the athlete to let them freedom that he can do the mistakes that he has to do. Of course, not everybody will be a top handball player, so I think the coaches sometimes they see, okay, this guy has potential to reach that level. Okay, let's work with the player, correct them, and say hard things to him when he needs to hear, but give him that freedom. I think is important.
So the secret is to feel comfortable in your skin, in your team, in your locker room, and there is no such a situation, I think, in European handball that you are working with two coaches, one in the national team, one in your team, for so many years, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So that is, I think, a big advantage for you, for your generation.
100% sure about that. Like we talked already, Ricardo went in here. It will be the sixth year in a row that he make. We are already, I don't know, 5, 6 players that are already with him since the beginning, and we just add some players on the second year, some players on the third year, and you make like small changes, you know. And I think it's important for us because you feel comfortable, you feel like you are playing. I'm playing with Martins. I played these 6 years with him. I already played before on the young national teams, you know. I know everything about him. I know when he will shoot. I know when he will do 1-against-1, and I think we push each other to be better. I think that's the point. We feel really good in here. We feel like a family. We grow together, and yeah, we make a really good group to appear on these last 2 years on the Champions League and compete on a high level. The things on the national team went really good because we have this mix of generations. Some guys that are already used to play on the high level and big competitions, and we appear as a young kids trying to help and trying to show us to the world. So yeah, I think it's kind of like this.
No, I think the stability in the project is the base to win. Of course, you can win in the first year that you change the whole team and the coach, but I think changing players and changing the coach every single year, from my view, it doesn't work. You need to have stability. Of course, in the first 2 years we didn't win the championship with Sporting, and it was not a reason to fire the coach and fire 5 or 6 players. No, you have to give time to the coach, to the players, to develop. And in the third year we win, and we are winning three times in a row now. Hopefully we win the fourth time. But for me, stability and giving the coach time to make a team to play as he wants to is not in 1, 2, 3 months that happens. So I play with Salvador, with Nat, and with Kiko 5, 6 years. So it's easier for us to play, and we know what my coach wants. So yeah, I think giving time is really important is feeling comfortable in the team is really important to have results, in my point of view.
You adapt when you went from Costa to Pereira, or when you know, or when you are coming back to club?
I think the ideas are a little bit different, you know, but Pereira gives us a little bit freedom, you know, to feel comfortable on the field. Of course, that he have his ideas and are a little bit different from Ricardo, but he gives us a little bit of freedom to feel us on the field, to be us on the field. Of course, but we came from 5 years playing with Ricardo, and we know that their ideas are really like this. And you arrive on the national team and you have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to adapt to compete on European Championship, on a World Cup Championship, and we cannot make like this type of changes that we want. But yeah, I think he gives us a little bit freedom to be ourselves.
I think Paulo in the national team, of course, he has his ideas, but he lets us, like, you know, I play with Kiko and Salvador and Rui in the left back, right back, centre back, and sometimes you can our things that we do in the club, he lets us do it in the national team. Some plays that we do here, they do in the club. Say, okay, we can do this. He has his ideas, of course, but I think he's really smart, and he lets us, you know, sometimes do things that we feel good doing. Because in the national team you have less time to give your ideas. So I think you need to put the players comfortable and feeling good playing, and of course put your ideas. But if they feel good doing certain things, okay, let them do that certain things. that, and I think the results are showing that he's an amazing coach and he's doing a really good job with the national team. He's in Portugal 10 years, I think, and he grew up a lot the national team. I think he did an amazing job.
I need to ask you, you and your brother are really gifted, talented, but there were stories in Portugal that you are protected from your father. There was something like that in history, maybe at the beginning. You proved yourself on the court, that's for sure, but was there that kind of problems for you?
Never. The most important that my teammates, they feel that I don't care what the people say. If the team feels good, it's the most important thing. And I think in 5 years, if my father need to say something to me in front of the team, he will say 100%. He doesn't have any problem doing that. And if he needs to take me out of the game because I'm playing bad, I think he takes me out of the game.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we know that.
So yeah, if the people say that I'm protected or everything, for me it's not a problem. My team feels good with that. I'm feeling good with that, and I think the results that and the trophies, the results that we are getting, I think they prove that. I don't think he protects us. So yeah, he's doing an amazing job.
Salvador, are they protected?
He's more protected than me, so
Yeah?
yeah.
So your father...
There's a lot of sons in the team. Me and my brother aren't. He's
Yeah, sorry. That is the truth, huh?
I have one off-road question. You're here first time, yes? You don't have a lot of opportunities to play with Balkan players, but do you have some profile from your point of view for Balkan players? Maybe you have categorized them with qualities, with personalities. Can you say? I believe we want to hear something like that.
You will get one next summer, yeah?
I think the big difference is the way that they play the game, because they put everything on the field. It's really hard to play with a guy that you really want to win, you know. And I think yesterday it was a little bit like that. We play against a Slovenian team, and they put everything on the field. And I was speaking with the team, me and Ricardo and everyone was speaking on the halftime. And like we are saying, they really want to win more than us at the halftime. And they have good team, they have a good spirit, and they are ready to die on the field on that moment, you know. And I think this is about Balkan teams. They put everything on the field, they give everything on the field, and they put your game way harder than sometimes it need to be. And I respect a lot that type of mentality.
Like Salvador said, I think the mentality, they never lost a game before the game is finished. So I think, of course, it's a great mentality. A little bit like the South American players, like all the time are fighters and they provoke the opponents and everything. And I like that. I like to play that way. And I think is one of the keys of the success of the national teams of, for example, Croatia defending. I don't think they are the best team in terms of talent, but they are warriors in the field, and they get to the final of the the World Cup. I think
The last World Cup.
The last World Cup, because they defend really well. They are really tough, and I think is one of the major things in Balkan players that they never quit and they are really tough.
You had one negative experience with
Balkan team against Macedonia in the last Euro. You draw, you remember? After you beat Denmark, you know?
Like
That was before.
No,
It was before, yeah.
Like we said, they are warriors on the field. On the predictions, they can be a little bit down, but they put everything on the field and they fight until the end of the championship, of the game. So if you disrespect a lot this type of teams or this type of national teams, you will suffer.
Yeah. You beat Denmark, in Herning. That is the toughest job to do, as Serbia beat Germany in Herning also, but that is another story. In the last 2 years, you played for the bronze at the World Championship. You finished 5th as the best result of Portugal, but tournament was up and down with some up and downs, and you underperformed against France. You received 46 goals, and you beat Denmark. You played draw with Macedonia. What do you need from this point of view? What do you need to make, that kind of stability to play every match on the highest possible level? And probably you are young. I checked. There is 10 younger players in the national team than you, or 9, or something like that. So it's a huge potential from 20 to 25, 10 players. So it's amazing.
Yeah, and I think we changed some players from the World Cup to this European Championship. And I think it was a little bit, like you said, up and down. We need more stability. We win against Denmark, the most toughest thing right now. And after we lose by 10, suffering 45 goals against France. I think we need more experience. We need to play more with, sometimes with the head, not so much with the heart. I don't know. We need more this type of tournaments. We need more this type of games. In the World Cup, it was a little bit different because we played like all the games. It was like we can win, we can lose, we can win, we can lose. We draw against Sweden, we win against Spain, we win against Germany on the quarterfinals, and that after Denmark came and win against us by 10 or something, and after we was to win the bronze medal, and we lost on the last possession. So we need a little bit more stability, more players with experience, of course. That we have a lot of young players, and they are trying to show themselves. But we need to grow a little bit on this type of things. And after, I think we have all the things to continue to make good results.
As a group, how do you deal with that kind of success and that disappointments during the tournament? We know all that who we are following handball for many years, decades, that playing at the highest level in these tournaments, that is a crazy house, madhouse totally. There is a lot of emotions day by day, everything is changing, a lot of pressure, a lot of messages, a lot of everything and tension and so on. So how is group reacting when you beat Denmark? Are you going to sleep like a baby? Are you playing cards until 5, or you are scrolling Instagram? And how do you feel after these defeats? Do you fight each other, or can you analyze?
Competition like this that you play one day, the rest you play. I think your emotions need to be like this.
They need to be, yeah, they need to be, but how it is in practice?
Of course, when we beat Denmark, it was the first hours was completely unreal, because of course beating Denmark is hard. Beating Denmark with 10,000 people in the arena was amazing. It was probably one of the best victories that I ever had in my life. But it's important that we learn from that. That we need to, of course, we win a big game, but our emotions need to be more, like this, not so ups and downs. But in the championship, of course, we have a hard schedule because we play Denmark, then we play Germany, then we play France. The 3 games was. When we get to France, we lost by 1 against Germany, then we play France. It was really tough physically, mentally for us, because, of course, to go to the semi-finals, it was important to beat Germany, and we lost, and I think we fell down a lot. And then we play France, and they beat us by 10 or 15 goals, I don't know. But then I think we have the capacity to recover again and do like 3 games more with a really good level. We beat 3, then we beat Spain. So I think we be more consistent.
You like to beat Spain. I think last 2 championships you smashed them twice quite easy.
Yeah, they have a good team.
Yeah, I know, but
I think it's about moments.
About moments.
If you see the last 10 years, we lost against Spain every time more than 10 times, And right now it's completely different. They have a really, really good team. we have a good team. I think the games are a little bit like this, and we win just in the hand. So it's about moment.
The end is near this great story, but I need to ask you, I know you are fully focused on the sport. This is your club. But tell me why Germany as next step? Because of, the physical, the most ridiculous calendar of the year. Where did you want to compete with the best? Okay. Do you want to compete with the best? To prove you're the best? To challenge yourself? We know it's the highest, theater in handball in cosmos to play in this league.
Of course, I think it's a lot of factors to move to Germany financially. Of course, it's a great opportunity for me. I think I'm going to play in one of the best clubs in handball history, Flensburg. Going to play in the German league. That I think for sure is the best league in the world. And there's 3-4 factors that is a really hard change for me, of course, because I live in Portugal. Going to north of Germany is completely different, but I think it's a really good opportunity for me to grow as a player and to prove myself in the best league in the world. I think I have the level to be there and to be competitive and to show that I can play there and to be one of the best there. Yeah, but it was a really tough decision. It was months of thinking and speaking with my family and everything. But in the end, I think it will be the right decision. I hope that is the right decision for me.
What is to tell us which of us you get of the data?
I think it's off the record. I need to speak about that.
There are gossips that Ricardo will join you, but after this story, I think that he will stay with Salvador to take care of Salvador. No?
Yeah, I think you will be a little bit more here, helping me, helping Sporting to reach the high level and the success.
Do you have any wish to play abroad? Some league, some club, maybe?
I don't know. Right now, I don't know. Right now, I'm really happy to be in Sporting, to be part of this amazing group, part of this amazing project that Sporting reach. I'm playing, like we've been said, I'm playing high-level Champions League quarterfinals, 8 finals against the best teams in the world at the club of my heart. It's a special feeling to be on this group, on this team. Of course, that we never know the future. Right now, I'm focused on trying to be better every day, trying to continue to grow, and I think I have the right coach to continue growing. So, yeah, I'm just focused on what I have right now. I'm focused on helping Sporting and Ricardo to reach the success.
All that I am, all that I will be. So let's do it like this. 5 years time. So you are, looking through this door above Doboj. You are on the beach of Povoa de Varzim or somewhere else, and wishing what in the next 5 years. You mentioned Euro 2028. You mentioned Olympic Games. What you want to achieve?
Percentage of the shirt sales.
5 years. First of all, I think I want to be father. I want to get married. I think.
Oh, Salvador, you did it already.
5 years. I think 5 years. I think personally, I want to do that. And in terms of handball, really continue to have a lot of fun playing this sport because I really love to do this. It's I think the best job in the world for me. And of course, have success and win a lot of trophies, and that the things will go well in here this year in Sporting, and then in the next 4 or 5 years in Flensburg. That's what I signed. So I think that these 5 years, the next 5 years, going to be. I want them to be really big and amazing for me and for my family. That's what I hope for.
Salvador, in terms of medals, of trophies, of everything, what do you think? Where is your limits?
No, I think the limits, it will be an Olympic game, Final Four of EHF. But right now, in the 5 years, I just want to continue healthy, continue my work. If I continue to work good and continue growing, I think the success will appear. So, yeah, I just want to continue health, to continue enjoying playing this amazing sport, because that's why we are here. And yeah, I think all the success, all the things that need to appear will appear. Continue to grow the level of handball in Portugal in sporting. Yeah, I think it's all about this.
So nothing about visualization. You are with the golden medal going through the Lisbon on the open bus. Do you have that kind of a visualization?
I hope so. With a golden medal of Champions League, with a golden medal of World Cup or something. Who don't want this, you know? But I think way more important is continue healthy, continue with this happiness, continue with this enjoying playing these sports. Like I tell you, the things that need to appear will appear.
Anything else?
Okay, any question?
Do you know this guy?
One question, both of you. How do you like that your relationship with a coach, how to treat you, or what is important between coach and player, this kind of relationship? Do you understand me what I want to ask you?
For me,
Not only in the club, it's also in the national team. General question, not only that.
he is a coach that is really worried about the person, not only the athlete. You know, how it's your life outside the handball court. And I think our coach, Ricardo, my father, I think he's really worried about that with every single player. I think he doesn't treat the players equally, because not everybody is equal. You know, I feel something. If you speak to me in a way, maybe for Salvador it's different, and he doesn't take it so well. So I think he's to be worried about the players, be worried about the person behind the player, and have a good relationship with the players. And of course, if he needs to say something to us that we don't like to hear, he will say 100%. But the capacity to compassion about the players, for me, is the most important. That you feel comfortable in the field and playing with him. I think he do an amazing job with that. And I think it's really important for me.
Like Martin said, and maybe for me it's a little bit different to talk about this, because Ricardo is a little bit a father for me in terms of handball, you know, because he arrived when I was 19 years old, and I grew everything that I know right now. In handball terms, it was him that teach me. He was, until now, a really, really good person for me. I can give you a lot of examples. And the best one was I had some problems with my heart, you know. And I remember perfectly when the doctor called me on one day. Hey, we have because we play with this type of sheep, you know, during the games and everything. And the doctor called me, hey, we need to do some tests and everything. I think we need to stop just a few days just to see how it will be, these tests. And I was a little bit shocked on that time. And the next morning at 8 a.m. I was on the hospital doing the test. And the first person that was there when I arrived, it was Ricardo, you know. I have a really special relationship with him. He was way better, or way I think than a coach to me. So, like Martin said, on this type of things, you need to know the player. So you need to understand how the player feel comfortable, how the player what the player needs on that type of moments. You know, of course, that on the field is animal. He had the mentality that put all of us on the right way. On the court, I have some fights with him because it's normal, you know. And if you come out of the field, we continue to be friends and we continue to have a good relationship. So I think Ricardo is way more than a coach to this team. He's completely one of the faces of this project, one of the faces of the handball in Portugal and in Sporting. And yeah, I think it's about this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is that all? To je to. Guys, obrigado. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. And one group photo. Thank you very much. Guys, hope you... It was okay, huh? Možda na slikati, huh?